I'm about to travel to Xinjiang, where I'm gonna dive headfirst into this incredible region to explore its vibrant culture like never before. Wait a second, let's rewind when I was a kid. Picture this. In my noggin, Xinjiang was all about sweetest, juiciest fruit you could ever imagine. Those delicious lamb kebabs, oh dear. And the people there, absolute standards, and they probably have the most beautiful and elegant dance moves. But as I grew up, reality hit me a ton of bricks. Turns out my knowledge of Xinjiang was all shaped by what I learned on textbooks and what I saw in the media and on the internet. And that got me thinking, what's the real deal with Xinjiang and how much do we really know about this place? The truth is, our understanding can be as limited as postage stamp until we can experience by ourselves. You got it. But as you may have known that, Xinjiang is a blooming massive place. It's 1.66 million square kilometers, making it 1/60 the size of all of China and nearly 4 times the size of the US state of California. So I've decided to start my explorations up in the northern part of Xinjiang. Cause guess what? Word on the street is that it's an absolute visual feast with jaw-dropping scenery and a culture that's just begging to be discovered. So my dear friend, buckle up and let's embark on a journey that will open our eyes. Are you ready? Let's go. The first flight. Just arrived in Urumqi, the capital of Xinjiang, and it's already 10 p.m. but check this out, the sky is still bright and the sunset is gorgeous. So I'm going to take a taxi to the hotel where I will be staying at tonight and meet my friends to have dinner. Alright, see you there. So I'm back to my room and it's already like 1 a.m. In the next 10 days we'll be driving around the northern part of Xinjiang. Just can't wait. Alright, so I think I have to go to bed and see you tomorrow.
好黑啊！哦，他
你戴着墨镜吧？
不是，他好伤人哦。他对到了你的脸之后，就整个屏幕变亮了。
The next day, we left Urumqi and we drove on the famous Duku Highway. Due to nature factors such as snowfall and ice in winter in Tian Shan Mountains, the Duku Highway is usually closed for 8 months from early November to May or June each year. Luckily, we just happened to leave on the first day when the Duku Highway was lifted from closure. Then we saw these. We literally traveled through all 4 seasons during a day. After driving for 8 hours, we finally arrived at our first stop, the town of Nalati, and finally had dinner at 10 p.m. Wow.
我可以知道你的名字吗？你叫什么名字？吕菲娜。哦，你好，我叫 Link。
为什么我这个眼睛变成肉光？
Surprisingly, my first impression of people in Xinjiang is they're very welcoming. They're not camera shy at all. Children and adults alike come forward to say hi.
Good morning. So yesterday we drove for 8 hours to reach the town of Immersed, and now I'm having my breakfast at the B&B where we stayed at yesterday, and we are gonna leave at 11.
In the next few days, we went to Kuodani and Chaxi Forest Park, which gave me a real quarter of the scenic beauty of the northern Xinjiang. Then we decided to take a break for one night in the town of Bagua before setting off again. And we met our enthusiastic host here. He recommended the best local food to us and was always on hand to help.
哦，谢谢，不麻烦。哦，so sweet。谢谢叔叔，再见。
The next day, we said goodbye to the friendly and kind host and headed to the place that would change my life. Yet this picturesque place taught me a harsh lesson. We were riding up the mountain to the top of the most beautiful hill in Chongku Shitai. Just a few minutes before storm came down, we were lucky to reach a hut at the top. Then we saw the gale force winds blowing cows and goats all over the place, the uprooting of big trees, and all we could do was to hide helplessly under the roof of the hut and wait for our fate to be pronounced. Until
it was pouring rain just now, and now it's a double rainbow. Look at that. Oh my god.
later, we learned that people had lost their lives as a result of the storm. After I learned this news, I got terrified because I couldn't imagine what would have happened if we had reached the top of the mountain a few minutes later. At the same time, I realized that when we take the time to appreciate the beauty of a landscape, the diversity of animal, or the purity of water, we acknowledge that these gifts are not to be taken for granted, and that we are just part of something much larger than ourselves.
Good morning. So yesterday we had a storm, so we arrived late at where we stay right now. This is very beautiful village,
And this is where we stayed yesterday night. And we had a really great host. They wait for us like at 1 a.m. and they just stay up and wait for us. So they're just friendly and kind. Wow! To my surprise, the hostess has prepared 粽子 for us for breakfast. By the way, today is the Dragon Boat Festival. 阿伯，请问你们是维吾尔族吗？
哈萨克。
哈萨克族。你们过端午节吗？
我们其实
谢谢给我们准备了粽子。
我也不知道你们喜欢长的猪肉、大肉的。还有好几种，我就没选大肉的。
对，没关系，什么都可以吃。We are exhausted after the storm, so we just decided to cancel our plan. This meant we had nothing to do for the rest of the day. So our kind hostess recommended the Zhaosu Wetland Park, which was said to have a horse show, so we headed straight there. When we arrived, we learned that Zhaosu is a place of immense significance on the Silk Road. Not only is it an old caravan stop along the Silk Road with a history spanning over 2,000 years, but it also boasts a rich cultural heritage, including its fame as one of the most important horse-producing bases in China, specifically Tianma, the heavenly horse. Throughout history, horses were highly sought after and played a crucial role in the Silk Road's success. As I delved deeper into the region's history, I learned that horses had been a prized commodity for traders and travelers along the Silk Road. And they were crucial to daily life too, particularly for nomadity pastoralists, but also in neighboring sedentary societies that relied on horses for travel, trade, and farming, etc. The Tianma Show was a delightful blend of captivating traditions and colorful recreational activities. Amid the cheers of the crowd, I watched in awe as skilled horsemen showcased their remarkable horsemanship, riding the eastern Tianma with grace and finesse. The show encompassed various enthralling activities, such as gripping sheep, a display of equestrian prowess where horsemen deftly grab sheep while galloping at full speed. Wow! It was a proof to the exceptional bond between the riders and their steeds, a connection forged through centuries of nomadic life on the Silk Road. As the performance unfolded, I couldn't help but feel the echoes of the past resonating through the present. The Tianma Show in Zhaosu was a living proof to the crucial role that Xinjiang played on the Silk Road. It symbolized the region's significance as a vital trading hub where people rode horses to exchange goods and cultural connections were forged. After the Tianma Show, we decided to take a rest in the short Kagis township. It was there I had the honor of making my very first friends in Xinjiang. I was having a little walk on the street and having my zongs, and suddenly just two girls approached me.
大家好，我名字叫拉兹娜，年级4年级，班级4年级4班，今年11岁半，性别女，星座。I
met this girl on the side of the road who stopped me and then asked for my name and phone number. I felt very curious, so I asked her if this was her schoolwork, and then she said,
不是，就是写你们姓名、电话号码，
就做，那这个任务是什么呢？为什么我要写这个电话号码？
这不是任务，
嗯
这个是我跟那个朋友我俩一起弄过了，然后我们要准备写你们的名字、电话号码，然后我们就是无聊时候跟你们聊一聊，你就打电话聊一聊那种。
哦，打聊，好呢好呢。哦，这是你跟你朋友的想出来的，
不是我想。
你想出来的。你好，哎，
他也是，
你们也是。
Turns out they just wanted to leave the strangers' contact information so they could chat on the phone in the future.
就是想聊聊天。
对，跟你聊。
可以。
你带笔了吗？
可以啊。
带了。
OK，
写一下。
OK。
Thank you。
不客气。
你能不能摘一下你的那个
眼镜呢？好啊。
好想认识你。
这是我在这里下塔认识的2个新朋友，第一个认识的。哎，他好像叫你了，妈妈吗？去吧。They just want to talk to people, maybe. I'm not sure, but if I can, provide some help and give some answers if they ask some questions, that would be nice, right? You make connections with people. And you met some strangers and make connections with them. It's a really amazing experience, actually. I just found out in Xinjiang they just like to, paint the houses in different colors. It's really cute. Look at that, the pink one. 不好意思，请问一下，这个是学校吗？小学。学校。哦，谢谢。Oh, I just saw some fans building around this building, and I'm just wondering where it is. I guess it's a primary school, and I just asked the guy, and he told me, yeah, it's primary school, so the fence maybe just for security. Children just play around and stuff. I heard some music, so I need to find out what is happening. Let's go. It's a bear. Cute. 请问是婚礼吗？哦。你好，请问是在办婚礼吗？我可以去看看。谢谢。这个就是结婚的哦。Oh dear. Wow, I'm just catching a wedding. Wow. Just as I was still immersed in everyone's happy dancing, I was invited up to dance with them. 我觉得我试
ceremony progressed, I began to wonder as it looked like the boy was the star of the event. Or was this a basketball? I wondered.
对，我是来旅游，我被邀请进来，我也不知道发生了什么。请问是只有男孩子过吗？这个？
对，如果家里有2个小女儿的话，
哦，2个小女儿。
It turns out Hunli that everybody is talking about is 小婚礼 in Xinjiang, which is the same as wedding pronounced in Mandarin, which is why I got puzzled. In fact, what they call 婚礼 is circumcision. Circumcision is an Islamic rite of passage, a transliteration of the Arabic word. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Circumcision is generally for boys between the ages of 7 and 12, and it's a sign of boys entering into adulthood. The Uyghur people regard circumcision as a major event in life and hold circumcision ceremonies.
我要脱鞋进去是吧？好。
After attending the ceremony, I was also invited to be a guest in the host house.
哦，可以坐吗？哇，我随便，我有点不太礼貌，随便坐一下。好，坐。我坐到一个角落。没事。好，就随便这样坐哈。好的。好的，谢谢你们邀请我只是路过邀请进来，谢谢你们，谢谢你们，哎呦，谢谢。哦，好，谢谢，好，我尝尝。这都是你们自己做的吗？
都是我们自己做的。
哪里来的？我从云南来的。啊。你坐下来跟我一起吃吗？快，你坐下来跟我一起吃。哦，谢谢。还有羊肉。哇哦！就是这个馕是要蘸这个吃吗？就是吃个手吧。就是我可以用手掰。可以，我们也是用手。好的。我吃小一点的，我尝尝啊。他们教我用这个。
就是一个人来。
没有，还有我朋友，但是他们在旅店休息，只有我一个人出来走走。你们太热情了，我都有点不好意思打扰了。
过几天就我们的这是过尔班节。
什么节？戈尔班节，是为了庆祝什么？
是亲戚啊，就跟他们过年一样。
哦，是你们民族的过年。哇哦！你好。
Despite being an unexpected visitor, my intrusion was met with no anger or aversion. On the contrary, they warmly described the tradition of their people and shared their food and life with me.
你们上学的时候会教你们自己民族的语言吗？还是汉语？哦，就是汉语教课的。
但是我们学校就是有我们语言的那种课。
哦，你可以选吗？你是在下载的？
对。
哦。
但是你们在家里会讲，就是还是讲汉语，还是讲自己的语言呢？
我妈会在家里讲汉语。
啊，真的？真的？哦。
汉语和维语都讲。
哦，我觉得跟家里人不讲维语吗？你家里就是都讲汉语？
他爷爷奶奶都用汉语。我奶奶不会用，我奶奶不会用。所以我有时候也用我们的语言跟我奶奶交流。
那就是其实你会，但是呢，你一般但是用汉语就跟别人交流。
对。
我爸妈都会汉语，他们基本上都用汉语来交流。
哦。
我妈会汉语。
哦，是吗？所以你们在家里还是用维语来交流，是不是？
用我们自己的普通话来交流。
真会说话。没错，就是我也觉得这个维语是你们自己的普通话。
谢谢你们。
不客气。
那你们有学英文吗？
我们现在不学英文。
啊，因为你还小是吗？还是？
从小是2年级。
从几年级？3年级。 跟我们一样，我也是。
You record a video for me. OK， 等一下，来拍我吧。
还有这个爱那个，还有这个家，还有这个姐姐，还有这个臭爱那个，就是你就是臭臭的，还有你这个臭姐姐，还有你这个臭哥哥，还有你这个漂亮的姐姐，你们太可爱了。
Before I knew it, I had been here for 2 hours and had a very good time with everyone. To be honest, I had never thought I would be treated so well in a village in Xinjiang, and I felt more at home than ever before.
恭喜你啊，你长大了。我现在要回去了先。恭喜你，恭喜你！来来来，一起。哎，还有你呀、这个小哥哥，他小弟弟，他特别招待我，非常热情，耶！Wow.
Wow. I can't use a word to describe how I feel now, but it's really beautiful.
The next day, as we started on our way to the next stop, I received a message from the hostess from yesterday inviting me to bring my friends over for lunch. Unfortunately, as we had made travel plans for the day, I had to politely decline the invitation, but I think I will always remember I had the privilege of experiencing something truly remarkable here, the heartfelt hospitality of its people in Xinjiang. It was a revelation that shattered of preconceived notion I had gathered from the news reports and the internet.
当时有人像你们这样详细给我讲解什么叫伊斯兰教，《古兰经》里面到底讲的是什么，我不可能参与这个恐怖袭击案件。
There have been credible estimates of between 800,000 to 1 million people from this region being held at political re-education centers.
Hundreds of thousands of people from ethnic minorities, including the Uyghur community, are being forced by the Chinese authorities to pick cotton.
As the media often paints a complex picture of Xinjiang, the tug of war between narratives has cast a shadow on the essence of Xinjiang's humanity. Amid all the noise and conflicting stories, we tend to lose track of what we really know about Xinjiang. So I decided to explore this further. I want to understand the real confusion of young people in Xinjiang today and the future they are looking forward to. Good morning, everyone. Now we are in Yini City, and now I'm heading to Liuxin Street to meet a very special person. Oh, there's a bike, shared bike. Now I'm walking on Liuxin Street. It's an old street, which is built in the 1930s, I think.
Oh, hello. 可以摸摸它吗？嗨。请问怎么称呼弟弟？我都不知道你叫什么。
叫我小七就行了。
小七。
对。
刚刚我们也聊了，跟小七也聊了，就是我觉得他是一个非常，就是勇于尝试新事物的青年。他其实才高中毕业，今天出成绩，祝你好运。
谢谢。
然后是这样的，就是作为年轻的，我觉得一代吧，你会觉得伊宁甚至是说新疆这个地方，在你的长大中有什么发展吗？你觉得什么发展比较快？
我觉得就是信息发展的特别快吧，旅游业发展的我觉得特别快。你
会觉得你自己的文化 文化的传统这些，你们民族的文化传统这些有保留或者是传承的很好的？
我觉得现在我感觉受就是现在我们哈萨克族的小朋友们，他们都有点说不太好自己的母语。就是因为就是互联网的影响呀啥的。然后，但我觉得这是很有必要去传承的。我觉得到我以前也是不咋喜欢我们自己的民族文化嘛。就喜欢心仪的东西。但是越长大就才能开始真正去了解一些、感受一些，觉得他们的历史文化都很好。
那你有觉得你有发现任何有好转的迹象吗？虽然说你就觉得现在可能好多小朋友甚至不会说自己。
对，但是我觉得就像我小时候我也不咋喜欢，但是越长大可能会有那种改变心态。首先就是我们不能忘，就是我们这一代不能忘，不然我们的孩子我们怎么去教他们什么的。所以我觉得应该会就是越长大会越好一点。
所以其实你是比较乐观的，是吧？
对。
你觉得会就是大家会越来越有这个意识，是吧？你的意思是？
就是我会就是了解历史文化然后就是从多方面去就是看每个人讲的每个其实都不一样，我感觉就是从我描述他，从他再去描述他，都讲的不一样，然后我想结合起来，然后能稍微听个完整的全面一点的想的是。
那你怎么看待就比如说这种传统以及现代化的这种矛盾，或者你觉得他们矛盾吗？就是现代发展跟这种传统。
不矛盾。
为什么呢？
感觉就是他换了一种方式呈现出来，我觉得也挺棒的。不是像那种传统的那种教育的形式，现体现到了各个地方，衣服呀、门面呀，觉得还有人文文化呀，我觉得挺棒的。
谢谢小七。
After talking to Xiaoqi, I also had a chat with another special guest, Xiaomi.
你觉得自己有跟传统的就是新疆传统的东西的连接深吗？你会觉得自己你觉得原因是什么？就可能是一些
跟父母那一代很脱节，跟爷爷奶奶那代就更多期望。我感觉我怎么说，我又传统又不传统，因为我感觉每个人都很矛盾。这里是可以说我不传统，但是我又一直从小到大一直生活在这里。我大学是在乌鲁木齐上的，然后其实也没有怎么离开过这里。怎么样影响都是潜移默化的嘛，我不可能不受影响，就是又传统又不传统。
就是你对自己的你会困扰吗？就是
会困扰，就所以说最大的我现阶段最大的感觉有的东西脱节太
就是那种身份认同有点模糊，是不是？所以你们从小其实就进学校就会有维语的教学吗？
会有汉语班和双语班，双语才会有维语，汉语班就是完全是汉语的。我是上的是汉语班，然后我在学校就是从小学到就是高中毕业都没有接触过就是自己的文化一些文学作品我都没有接触过，我一个都不知道。然后我小学毕业后，我妈妈她教我的母语就是写书写名字嘛，然后我可以写也可以读写进去，但是
因为这儿流水了，好多水。
During the conversation, a lot of people came in the shop, so we had to suspend until they left.
我觉得我一直都是个很浮躁的人，就是我一直都没有什么目标，没有就是追求一些很确定的一些事情。我更多的会说就是先活在当下，就先这样吧，以后的事情 天以后再说，然后就随便。
可以的，因为你还年轻还小，我觉得你还有很多这个就是去探索自己去体验。
这个年龄也刚刚毕业，然后都会面临这样的问题，就是自我认同啊、模糊啊什么。其实那个自我意识太强了，我觉得也不是什么好事。
那关于你自己的文化的这一块，你有想过就是你有担心吗？担心，比如说这种传统的东西消失。
这种传统的东西没有人传承，它自然会消失。但是现在就是它是确实是在慢慢的消失，就是已经在边缘了。但是我还是就是会去学我的母语，学习其实维吾尔语它算是很难的语言，就是它的拼音啊什么是难的。然后我会去，我在试图去读一些就是自己的一些，就是长辈写过的一些文学作品什么的，但是我根本读不懂，
真的。就是即使看得懂字儿，我最好，我汉语是最好的，然后是唯一，然后就是读不懂，
我读英文原著都没
问题，
其实问题不是那么大，但是读美语就很困难。就是我不知道为什么我作为一个少数民族，然后我自己本民族会读会写，但是读一些比较深刻的文学作品，我会读不明白，这是一个问题。然后我觉得这还好吧，但是现在的小朋友5、6岁的他连自己的语言他都不会说，我不知道为什么会这样，是一方面也有他父母的关系，对吧？因为孩子小，他其实父母怎么教他就怎么来。我不知道我以后生孩子会怎么。
你有觉得就是一些比如民间的组织，或者是说学校，甚至到政府，他们有在做一些事情，在努力留住这个文化吗？
其实对这个政府做了什么之前，其实也不是很了解。就是这个6星街啊，什么民俗文化，还有卡赞奇，他们其实特点好看的地方就是那些人家的房子
是
院子，
就是彩色的，
然后他们的小孩，有在保留，我觉得是有在保留，但是更多也有一些马上拆迁的，立马就会变成高楼大厦啊什么的，因为有些家庭他是靠畜牧是吧？然后他把房子拆了，他能去哪儿？他住到楼房里，他住到小区里，他不能做这些。然后他们干什么呢？是吧？其实贫困的很多，虽然他有一个大院子，但他其实没有什么钱。就算他把这个院子卖了，他也没有什么商业活动他能干出，就是能靠这个钱再申请，他也不能。
确实还是蛮
Unlike Xiaoqi, who is much more optimistic about his cultural heritage and future, obviously Xiaomi feels certain confusion about the weakening of her cultural identity. However, it's crucial to acknowledge that cultural identity is a complex and a multifaceted phenomenon, and the influence of geopolitical factors is one part of the larger picture. Cultural identity is also shaped by the historical legacies, societal dynamics, individual agency, and interaction with neighboring regions and cultures. It's therefore difficult to clearly figure out the reasons for Xiaomi's confusion about the cultural identity without further information. But as you heard, as our conversations deepened, whispers of change and challenges emerged. It became apparent that some complex factors has cast a shadow over the preservation of the cultural heritage and cultural identity. The weight of these circumstances hung heavily in the air. But as a storyteller, my role was not to cast blame or judge. Instead, I sought to share the experiences and emotions of these young people, making their voices to be heard.
visiting Yining and taking a side trip to the Serum Lake, the last tier of Atlantic. We arrived at Urumqi, the last stop on our journey. On my last day, I tried to visit a few famous mosques in Urumqi, but since non-believers are not allowed to enter, I didn't have a chance to get in for a visit.
师傅，请问你知道那个清真寺是在使用的吗？还是只是现在是一个景点呀？
应该是使用的。
哦，但是可能就不是，就一般人就不能进去，是吧？
我们这就是。
哦。
是穆斯林那样的人啊，才能进去。
With some regret, I'm about to leave.
欢迎登机。
谢谢。
This trip of Xinjiang has taught me a lot. From the stereotypical image of Xinjiang at the beginning to now, I realized that the clash of geopolitics often dominated the narrative, leaving little room for the nuanced reality faced by the locals. The media and the internet painted a canvas that overshadowed the vibrant colors of Xinjiang's cultural diversity. It was a complex dance between the desire to safeguard tradition and the intricate web of political dynamics. Yes, there are challenges in Xinjiang, like in any other place in our planet. But reducing this extraordinary land and its people to mere headlines and stereotypes is an injustice to the richness of their culture and humanity. As I immersed myself in this world, it became clear that understanding Xinjiang's challenges required a holistic perspective. The intricate tapestry of its culture couldn't be fully appreciated without acknowledging the complex factors that shape its present reality. The cost of these factors, however, was a question that lingered unresolved and difficult to grasp. In the face of these complexities, one thing shone through: the enduring spirit of the people.
哦，谢谢，不麻烦。
As I sat with locals sharing stories and savoring delicious food, I realized that the heart of Xinjiang beat with a rhythm of unity, diversity, and compassion.
跟我们一样，我也是。
The people I met were proud of their cultural heritage and eager to share it with me, a stranger from a distant land. The invitation to witness and embrace their culture with open heart resonated deeply. This is the most important lesson I learned from this journey. They make me believe that the power of cultural diversity lay in experiencing it firsthand, in venturing beyond the headlines and discovering the truths that lie in the embrace of shared human experience. So my dear friends, as we journey through the realm of stories, I encourage you to seek understanding through first-hand experiences. If Xinjiang calls to your adventurous spirit, go with an open mind and eagerness to learn. Immerse yourself in the melodies of the music.
Wow!
Savor the flavors of their cuisine and listen to the tales of their ancestors.
什么节？戈尔班节。
In doing so, you become part of a large narrative, one that bridges divides and fosters empathy, one that celebrates the beauty of cultural diversity. So if you ask me again, what's the real deal with Xinjiang?
How much do we really know about this place?
I would like to say, Xinjiang is a land where the mountains rise majestically, where the rivers flow with ancient wisdom, and where the people hold stories woven with their hearts. It's a land longing to be understood beyond the waves of controversy and geopolitical complexity. And it's within our collective power as individuals to honor and cherish the cultural mosaic that defines Xinjiang and its people. Alright, I'm Ling, and this is Lightning Studio. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.